Alright, so we're seeing charge. Do we even have any zealots on the field? We don't.
Okay. We have 7 gateways, a handful of gateway, and an Archon. Alright.
That was very excellent use of those high temps, I must say. Our high temps...
We have another changeling here. I thought over detectors could just spot that, but...
They can spot it, but I don't think they shoot them naturally. I don't know.
Huh.
Seeing Storm go down. Still does not have any zealots, even though he's getting charged.
So has an observer coming out, though.
I don't know what Protoss is really trying to do in this game.
He wants one of everything, apparently.
He just can't decide. He's like, oh, everything's so good. No, he's using his Archon to wall off. Instead of
block all the sentries inside his base. Okay. Do you have this Overlord coming over here? Gonna grab some scouting information.
Seeing a hive. Is that a hive or is that a lair?
That is a hive.
That is a hive, yes. Seeing a hive go down.
So Trilobyte is now aware of everything that Lorelai is up to. You have a sizable force here, but for Trilobyte.
I like to see Trilobyte go.
I'd like to see him
Ultralist.
take another expansion.
Take another expansion and go Ultralist. I don't really see Ultralist play all that often, so that'd be very interesting.
Have you seen a Spire yet?
I've not seen any Spires, no. Does he have any infestors, or is he just using that just for the tech?
I think he's using it just to reach hive tech.
Let's see. He does. He has. No, none. Nope. He does not have any infestors. So spreading his creep still. And just what buildings are those? More gateways?
Gateway.
How many gateways is that now?
How often has he actually used any of them? And how is he keeping his money so low without spending anything?
Because he's like, oh, I have tons of money, I might as well build more gateways.
That Zergling might finish. Oh, and he finishes it off.
He needs to bring that Archon into his army, because that Archon is very good. But instead he's going to use it as a defense. And if you're going to go Archons, it's really good to get the shield upgrade, since, as you can see, they have 350 shield of 10 health, and so it's really good to get that shield upgrade.
Looks like we see a push coming from
Are we going to see good
Trilobyte.
force fields? Let's see if... Oh, pull back.
And no, he knows he's going to get overwhelmed here. Those
nice storms
going down.
Those are very nice storms.
Fort dropped a lot of those roaches really low there.
Finally seeing more zealots getting made. Gonna bring those into the front. Are we gonna see more storms? We have enough for like 2 more. There we go. There's another good storm.
One. Most of these units are really low, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled them back.
He does have burrow, so I'd like to see him go on the creep in his burrow just for that health regen, extra health regen. So that was very good defense by the Protoss player.
Few Templar managed to hold everything off there.
And I didn't even see any force fields. If you were to use force fields,
I can't say how much I hate you. Storm is a pain in the butt, isn't it?
True, but I imagine if you actually used force field properly so you couldn't move out of it.
Man, that would have been terrible. So, did you see that? I can't say how much I hate that. See how many Templar he warped? He warped in like 8 more Templar here.
But the good thing, he is going Broodlords, as you can see by the... Was it Greater Spire with the Corruptors coming out?
He does have some Corruptors coming out.
And I do think that Lorelai is keeping up on the upgrades more than Trilobyte is. I'm not.
We do see Burrow finally being researched.
I thought Burrow was already researched.
Nope. We do see that expansion for Trilobyte though, so Trilobyte's now on 3 bases.
Alright, just seeing tons of Templar. Hopefully we'll see more Zealots or Stalkers, because those Templar
are very fragile.
They're good, but you need more than that in your army, so. You still need that.
Archon's still just chilling over, watching everything.
There you go. He's bringing that Archon over. So.
Maybe he can't get through the entrance. Maybe he's stuck.
Oh, I think that's what it is, actually. That would make sense. Getting the Dark Shrine going, which is pretty good. I like to see late game Dark Shrine play.
Looks like they're gonna sweep around, clean
all
up some
those
of these
Templar
overseers and
if Trilobyte can get a good surround on those Templar, he can do some massive damage. But he just needs to get some good storms.
A lot of creep spread just went down the drain, and it looks like he is going to knock out this
And he does have about 6 Broodlords in right now, and that will just demolish this army. Unless he can get some good storms or get archons against those broodlords.
I think he managed to storm his own zealots pretty well right there. Oh, another nice storm coming down.
Walking into his own storm. And there's the broodlords. I'd like to see the storms on the broodlords.
They need to get a little farther back though. Yeah,
those are good storms on the broodlords. And his army just gets demolished.
And those broodlords are going to take everything out.
I think he would have had a much higher chance if he were to turn those into archons instead of using for storm for the broodlords, but he had no idea the broodlords were coming.
That's true.
Having that one guy, that one probe working on those larvae. And that army gets taken out.
Man, those zealots are holding on pretty well though.
Those are some boss
So what we do see Lorelai drop a Stargate. He's got to get some sort of anti-air up there. There it is.
There it is. If you can get a few Phoenix, that will take care of all those broodlords, knowing they cannot hit air.
We do have more corruptors coming out for
getting blink as well, and more stalkers. Very good response for Lorelai, seeing those broodlords.
What's wrong with that Dark Templar? He's like stuck.
I think he's on a move command instead of an attack command. And this looks like it's going to be GG for Lorelai. Lorelai does not really have anything he can...
There goes one broodlord. He's got to focus those guys down. Those Hydralisks are going to shred everything in the meantime.
And that's probably the GG for him. Once you get that many broodlords, it's very hard to...
Yeah, with that much support especially.
It's very hard to deal with broodlords at this point of the game. But all those gateways that Lorelai had, he could have had a blink by now and just a ton of stalkers.
Yep.
And that would have easily taken care of those broodlords. And
there
comes the stalkers.
A little
taking
late.
out some broodlords.
Managed to focus 2 of them down.
2 of them do go down. Well, the third one go down. The third one go down. The third one does go down.
Goes down, but there's still 1 more, plus everything on the ground here, and 4 more broodlords being morphed right now.
So that's very sad.
Looks like Lorelai. I don't know why Lorelai is still fighting in this game.
Still trying. He says, I want to kill those broodlords. I don't care what it takes. But he's going to GG right here.
There he goes. And there's the game.
I don't know. I thought Protoss could have had it for a little bit. If he had those Archons instead of High Templar and that one counter at the third natural.
He didn't spend 500 whatever minerals on cannons in the first 3 minutes of the game. You know, that's another expansion he could have had. There's literally no pressure from each other for the entire game.
And he had so many gateways. I'm pretty sure some of the gateways were never even used the whole game. He didn't have enough income to support all that.
Well, this has been Phobos.
And this is Gent.
Thank you for joining us. If you want us to cast one of your replays, send it to BronzeLeaguePerspective at hotmail.com.
And we'll see you next time.